know Dakota Ditcheva? Yes, the same beautiful monster who destroys everyone in her path. Once found herself on the brink of disaster. Let me tell you the story. On the 25th of March at Greater Manchester, England, a fight happened that had the entire arena buzzing with anticipation. The main event was Dakota Ditcheva versus Amy Perney. Naturally, the British-Bulgarian Dakota was the overwhelming favorite. Fighting on home soil, she eviscerated every opponent she faced with little effort. But what happened next almost turned into a complete disaster for Dakota. Going into the fight, Dakota was already an established superstar across the UK. Her last victim, Kat Payton, was left wondering why kicks to the body were not banned.
Stiff hands behind it, all of those landed flush. Payton's having to weather an early storm here. Tries that kick in, and that's hurt Payton.
The finishing shot seemed more like an act of mercy than a finishing blow.
Real pain here.
Dakota won't let her off.
He walks
She'll go in
forwards.
for it.
Kat Payton's got to be careful.
There you go, over.
He turns away.
Seeing how the crowd went wild for that bloodbath, the 17-year-old decided to deliver another bloody spectacle for her home fans. But her opponent, this time around, Amy Perney, wasn't just another easy target. Holder of the WBC Muay Thai International Flyweight title and with a streak of 9 dominant wins, she was a real threat from Scotland. Standing at a deceiving height of 5'3", she was more like an enraged bull, aggressive, powerful, and with a killer instinct. No wonder she was considered one of the best female kickboxers in the world. Well, this was for the ISKA Muay Thai World Strawweight title. Perney wasn't here to decorate Dakota's resume. She came to destroy Dakota and take those belts back to Scotland. Most people thought her chances were about as good as a snowball in hell. But make no mistake, this fighter was dangerous. In the opening, they exchanged fiery shots.
Long levers of Ditcheva.
Really aggressive start.
30 seconds in, Dakota was already getting sat on her butt. Proving to be the perfect match, Perney sent Dakota down a second time.
Big knee from Perney, another big knee, good sweep from Perney.
And the 5'3" pinball was willing to stand in the fire against the much bigger Dakota. Tripping Ditcheva to the canvas a third time. The impact of the falls grew worse after each one.
But you can see early that there might be a little bit of a struggle for range here for Perney.
Big knee from Perney, another big knee, good sweep from Perney.
Despite doing her best John Jones impression with the spinning elbow, Perney remained unfazed.
Try from Dakota, spins again. She's going to run out of steam.
The Scots' low center of gravity kept her grounded, so she toyed with Dakota, sending her flying a fourth time.
To the body from Perney. Dakota bouncing out of range. Again takes her down.
Then she delivered free punches like Santa.
Dakota, so if she does lose this, and I'm not saying she's going to, but it's...
The second round started like a war had broke out between the dazzling ladies.
Extra strength, isn't he, with Perney?
Yeah, you can see it in there.
Dakota's long, stabbing front kicks couldn't find a home. She was too slow for Perney, who was now in the matrix.
Counters are going in from...
But Dakota soon upgraded her assault.
Good catch. To no avail. Nice elbow. Sneak elbow from...
Get that.
Can do.
Lovely, well
Nicely
timed.
timed push kick.
Staying out of range and employing the long punches.
Left hook on the inside.
But as she pressed forward once more, Perney sent her on a trip to the canvas once more.
Again, then she bustles.
At this point, the floor was doing more damage than any punches imaginable.
Which is quite surprising.
Good right hook.
Ahead of the third round, Dakota received expert advice from her mom. But it made no difference, as she was getting dismantled even harder than before, like a freight train had run into her.
Beautiful sweep.
At this point, neither girl took a step back. Neither was ready to surrender.
Good body kick.
Fast scores. Nice body kicks going in from both. Big body kick scores from Perney. Again scores.
Nice.
Very nice. Underneath, takes balance off.
By the fourth round, Dakota was starting to dominate in front of her home crowd. And a big right hand dropped Perney.
Very good.
The war had turned in Dakota's.
I think
Needs to counter.
yeah, I think
Perney.
Ditcheva's range is
Throwing everything at her but the kitchen sink. And they made ladylike agreement to exchange hard kicks.
So, regardless who the winner is, fabulous, fabulous performance by these two.
In the final round, Dakota added extra torque to her punches.
put the seal on this.
Looking for the knockout, she uncorked right hands and elbows.
Tries to spin an elbow. It's a hard fight, this is.
Dakota showed no mercy, unleashing shots that could knock down a herd of elephants.
Really trying to dominate this last round now.
Look for the spinning elbow. She's going to try it
You
again.
can see it, yeah.
The clinch. This is a war. What a fight this has been.
Missing slightly with a spinning elbow.
Spinning elbow. 20 seconds. What a fight.
Fantastic, fantastic fight.
At the end, Perney was declared the winner for her dominance in the first 3 rounds of the fight, even though Dakota rallied back in the final 2 rounds. It simply wasn't enough.
In the red corner, Amy.
It's a great performance. It was so close.
And your appreciation, please, for the...
This loss was a turning point in Dakota's career. Disappointed with the loss, Dakota turned her attention to the world of mixed martial arts, and the rest is history. She has since gone up to dominate the world of MMA, and now seen as perhaps the best women's fighter in the world. It remains the only loss on her record. Perney, on the other hand, has proven to not be a fraud. She is the reigning Lion Fight Super Flyweight and Iska Strawweight World Champion, winning her next 12 fights and has signed with 1 championship. How do you think this matchup will play out today? Will it be an easy fight for Dakota, or would it go the same way? Let us know in the comments. If you liked this video and would love to see more action-packed fights, then subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like.